Saffron is often called red gold, and once you learn how it's made, that nickname starts to make perfect sense. Tiny strands of deep crimson spice can cost more than silver by weight, and in some cases even rival gold itself. Yet despite its price, saffron has been treasured for thousands of years by emperors, healers, chefs, and traders across continents. From ancient Persian kingdoms to modern luxury kitchens, this delicate spice has built a reputation unlike anything else in the culinary world. But what exactly is saffron, and why is it so expensive? Let's find out right here on History of Food. To understand saffron, we first have to look at the flower it comes from. Saffron is harvested from the crocus sativus flower, commonly known as the saffron crocus. At first glance, the flower looks surprisingly ordinary. It's small, purple, and blooms only for a short period each year. But hidden inside every blossom are 3 tiny crimson stigmas, the thread-like parts of the flower that eventually become saffron spice. Those 3 red strands are everything. Each flower produces only a microscopic amount of usable saffron. To gather just 1 pound of finished saffron, workers may need to harvest somewhere between 70,000 and 200,000 flowers, depending on quality and moisture content. Imagine walking through massive fields at dawn, carefully picking thousands upon thousands of flowers by hand, only to end up with a spice that could fit into a small container. That alone explains a huge part of saffron's incredible cost. And yes, nearly all of it is still harvested by hand. Machines can't easily do the job because the flowers are too delicate. The harvesting process requires precision and speed. Workers usually pick the flowers early in the morning before sunlight causes them to wilt. Then comes the painstaking part, separating the tiny red stigmas from the flower itself. Every strand is delicately removed by hand. One careless motion can damage the saffron and lower its quality. In many saffron-producing regions, entire families participate during harvest season. The work is repetitive, slow, and extremely labor-intensive. Some workers spend hours hunched over baskets of flowers, carefully pulling out strands one by one. And because the blooming season only lasts a few weeks, each year, there's intense pressure to harvest everything quickly before the flowers disappear. This combination of limited harvest time and massive labor demand is one of the biggest reasons saffron is so expensive. But scarcity is only part of the story. Saffron's value also comes from its unique flavor, aroma, and color. Good saffron has a taste that's difficult to compare to anything else. Some describe it as earthy and floral with hints of honey, hay, or even warm metal. Its aroma is rich and slightly sweet, while its color can transform food into a glowing golden yellow with just a few strands. That coloring power made saffron incredibly valuable long before modern food coloring existed. Ancient civilizations used saffron not just in cooking, but also in perfumes, medicines, cosmetics, and dyes. Throughout history, saffron became a status symbol. Wealthy households displayed it proudly, and kings traded it like treasure. The highest quality saffron in the world is widely associated with Iran, which produces the majority of global saffron supplies. Other important producers include India, especially the Kashmir region, as well as Spain, Afghanistan, and Greece. Each region's saffron develops slightly different characteristics, depending on soil, climate, and drying techniques. Kashmiri saffron, for example, is famous for its deep color and intense aroma. Spanish saffron is often prized for its balanced flavor, while Iranian saffron dominates international markets because of its large-scale production and strong quality reputation. What's fascinating is that the saffron crocus itself is somewhat mysterious. Scientists believe the plant is a human-created species that likely originated from selective breeding thousands of years ago. Unlike many other plants, Crocus sativus is sterile, meaning it cannot reproduce naturally through seeds. Farmers must propagate it manually using underground bulbs called corms. In a way, saffron exists because humans have continuously cultivated and protected it for centuries. That dependence makes saffron even more fragile as a crop. Now let's talk about saffron as a kitchen spice. In India, saffron is famous for flavoring rich dishes like biryani, where the strands are soaked and drizzled over rice to create its signature golden color and aroma. Meanwhile, in Spain, saffron is best known as a key ingredient in traditional paella from Valencia. The spice gives the rice its iconic golden color and earthy aroma, while also appearing in seafood stews, rice dishes, and festive recipes that reflect Spain's long history of saffron cultivation. And of course, in Persian cuisine from Iran, saffron is deeply tied to national cooking and is used in rice dishes, kebabs, teas, and desserts. It's especially valued for its strong fragrance and is often infused into hot water before being added to dishes like tahdig, jeweled rice, and even saffron ice cream. Modern science has also studied saffron for possible health benefits. Researchers have explored its antioxidant compounds and potential effects on mood, memory, and inflammation. While some studies are promising, saffron's medicinal history stretches back thousands of years, long before laboratories existed. Ancient healers once believed it could treat everything from insomnia to heartbreak. Today, saffron continues to occupy a strange space between everyday ingredient and luxury artifact. It sits quietly in tiny jars on supermarket shelves. But behind those delicate threads lies an enormous story of agriculture, trade, history, labor, and culture. So the next time you see saffron's high price tag, remember that you're looking at thousands of hand-picked flowers and centuries of tradition packed into a few tiny crimson threads. That's what makes saffron one of the world's most extraordinary spices. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. Thank you for watching.